The dim glow of the rusting starship loomed in the background, its massive hull a testament to forgotten battles and unspoken histories. The air smelled of scorched metal and distant fuel leaks, a scent so familiar it had become a part of everyday life in the shadowed docks of Varan 9. A man stood against the flickering neon signs, his rugged jacket dusted with the remnants of his last adventure. He smirked, gripping a steaming mug of caffeine-infused cron brew, a drink strong enough to jolt the sleep from the dead. "Didn't think I'd see you here again, Zara?" he muttered, voice laced with amusement. Zara tilted her head, emerald green skin catching the dim light as she leaned casually against a rusted cargo crate. Her toned body was wrapped in a tight combat crop top and low-slung utility belt, a blaster resting on her hip like a loyal companion. She crossed her arms, lips curling into a smirk. "You still owe me a ship, Cade?" Her voice was smooth, teasing, yet held an edge of danger. Cade chuckled, taking a slow sip of his drink. "That depends. You still planning on stabbing me in the back when I turn around?" She pushed off the crate, stepping closer, her piercing yellow eyes locking onto his with playful intensity. "Depends. You still planning on running scams and sweet-talking your way into trouble?" Their chemistry was undeniable, forged through years of betrayal, alliances, and near-death experiences. They were rivals, partners, enemies, and lovers all rolled into one chaotic mess. Chapter 2: The Job That Changed Everything. Their reunion was interrupted by the heavy clanking of metal boots. A group of armored mercenaries approached, their leader, a hulking brute with cybernetic arms, eyeing Cade and Zara with a predatory grin. Well, the brute rumbled, cracking his metal-knuckled fingers. "The infamous Cade Voss and his lovely green-skinned troublemaker. Looks like luck's finally run out for you too." Cade sighed dramatically, setting his mug down on a nearby crate. "Why is it that every time I take a break, someone wants me dead?" Zara didn't hesitate. In one fluid motion, she drew her blaster and fired, the red bolt searing through the dimly lit alley. Cade followed suit, kicking over his makeshift table and ducking behind it for cover. Chaos erupted as gunfire rattled through the docks, sending civilians scattering. "You always bring the worst company, Cade," Zara shouted, flipping over a crate and taking down another mercenary with a well-placed shot. "I thought you liked living dangerously," he called back, grinning wildly as he slammed his fist into an attacker's jaw. When the dust settled, only Cade and Zara remained standing. The mercenaries lay sprawled across the docks, moaning in pain or unconscious. Cade dusted himself off and glanced at Zara. "Well, that was fun," he said. "Drinks?" She rolled her eyes. "We have bigger problems. The bounty on your head just tripled." Cade groaned. "Perfect. Just perfect." Chapter 3: The Heist of a Lifetime. With no other choice, Cade and Zara fled to their old haunt, the Stardust Cantina, a lawless hideaway for smugglers, outlaws, and bounty hunters looking for work. It was there, amid the smoky haze and pulsing music, that they learned of a job too big to ignore. A lost Imperial cruiser. Abandoned. Untouched. Packed with enough stolen credits and black market tech to set them up for life. But there was a catch, because, of course, there was always a catch. The ship was trapped in the dead zone of Epsilon Prime, a sector riddled with gravitational anomalies and roaming warlords. Zara exhaled slowly, studying the holographic map. "This is suicide," Cade grinned. "Or the greatest payday we've ever had." She stared at him, torn between disbelief and admiration. He was reckless, unpredictable, and infuriatingly charming. But he was also the only person she trusted to watch her back in the worst situations. "Fine," she said, holstering her weapon. "Let's get rich or die trying." And just like that, they set off on a journey that would test their loyalty, their luck, and their feelings for each other. Because in the galaxy's darkest corners, trust was the rarest currency of all.